Welcome back to ArchiCAD. In this tutorial we're going to edit the roof. We'll go to our 2D. If you remember from our last tutorial, the roof was installed with a 600mm eave overhang on all four sides. And what we want to do, if you remember from our plan, on our front and back we need to cut the eaves. We need to shorten them to 300mm. Yeah, 300. So what we do is get our select tool, select our roof, select this edge, the edge that we need to shorten, click on it. And then in this palette that comes up, come over to this option here called offset edge, which means we can change the edging, the edge that we've just clicked on. So click on that, and now as we move, you can see we can move it a distance up or down. Bring it in, because that's what we want to do, and hit D. We need to bring it in from 600 to 300, which means we're moving at 300 in that direction. So hit enter, and it will shorten it. Do the same on this side. Come over here, click on the edge we want to shorten. The offset edge is already selected. Bring it in, hit D, and bring it in. We want to move it 300mm in. Enter, and in it's come. You can have a look at it in 3D mode, and you can see it just shortened up. And now the next thing that we're doing in this tutorial is we're going to lift our walls. So we fill in this gap here with our walls. So once again, have our select tool. Click on the wall, not that one. Click on this wall that we want to lift up. Click in the corner of the wall, and you'll see this palette that comes up. And this option here is called stretch height. So click on that, and now we move our cursor up and down, and we can lift the height of our roof, like so. Come around to the other end. We can do the same thing on this side. Select this wall, corner. Oh no, hang on. Trust again. No, it's the wrong. Where are we? There. No. There. No. There. The tick. There we go. Find the tick. Come over here to lift up the wall height. Drag it up. There we go. Now we have these, like I say. So now we're going to trim these walls. So over here is a setting. It looks exactly like what we've just done, the trim element for roof. So select the trim element. And now once you select this element, you need to read these instructions here to make it work. So the first step is click an element to use as the trimming line. Well, we need to trim it to the roof. So the roof is our trimming line. So select the roof. Now we read what's down here. It says click to select which part to keep from the element. We want to keep the bottom half of the wall, so click on the wall down here. And then voila, it trims the top half. Come around to this side, and we can do the same for this side. Click on our trim wall. Oh, I think we already have it selected. No, just going to escape until... Okay. Click the element. Click our trim wall. Select an element to use as the trimming. It's going to be our roof. Select which part to keep. And there we go. We have both sides have been done and filled in. There is another option that you can do, and this will happen. If you remember back in the first or second tutorial, I spoke about when we inserted the walls, we could insert the wall one by one. If we did that, then we could have used what we've just done. We could extend, lift up, stretch the two walls at either end, one by one. However, if you use the magic wand, or if you inserted the walls as a whole, then we have an issue, because what happens when it's like that, is that when you select a wall, instead of selecting just one wall, it selects all 4 walls at once, which means stretching them is not doable. So when it's like that, what you need to do is you need to select your wall, which will select all 4 walls at once. Go up to your wall mode and increase its size here. So send it up, let's say 1200 mil. Hit enter. And what would normally happen is it would send the wall up through the ceiling, just like we had. It will send all 4 walls will go up through the ceiling. And once that happens, then you can use the same function, the trim function. Select the walls that are above the ceiling. Then it will ask you to select the trimming element, which will be the roof, and then click somewhere on the walls below the roof to keep that bit while all 4 walls above will be trimmed. That will happen if you, like I said, it will only be needed if you use the magic wand, or if you inserted the walls with the magic wand, or inserted all 4 walls as one piece. If you didn't, then just follow what I did in this tutorial. And that's it.